Do you guys literally feel like you're barely surviving while you're trying to survive? Holy crap, me too. Some days, literally surviving feels like the hardest thing in the world. Postnatal depression, financial stress, relationship strain, it can all feel way too much. And if you're here listening to this, I want you to know that you're not alone. This is for anyone who feels like they're surviving whilst they're barely surviving. Let's start off with postnatal depression. Postnatal depression isn't just the baby blues. It's waking up exhausted even when you've slept. It's staring at your newborn baby and wondering, why on earth don't I feel this overwhelming joy like everyone told me I would? It's feeling like you're failing when in reality you're carrying a weight no one else can see. And it's okay to admit that, and it's totally okay not to be okay. Postnatal depression is so different for everyone. It makes people feel like, how on earth could I ever go through this again? How on earth could I ever think about having another child when this is how I feel? I went through that exact feeling for 3 years before I got to a point where I feel like I could actually do it again. But not just the postnatal depression, everything else on top of that. You're at home, often alone, dealing with this brand new child. You've got the weight on your shoulder of financial stress because you're not working, your partner's at work, your husband's at work, your wife's at work, anyone. And it feels so overwhelming. But I promise you, it does get better, and you will get to a point where it doesn't feel so hard. And then there's the financial stress. So your bills are stacking up, your groceries are getting more expensive, you're wondering on how you're supposed to provide when you feel like you're barely keeping your head above the water. Financial pressure can feel like quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink. This is time that you're meant to be enjoying with this brand new child or any other children that you have and with your family. But you have this overwhelming guilt that you're not contributing to the income, and you're not, making it easier for your family. You feel like a burden, you're making it harder. But that's not the case. You are there caring for these beautiful children, and that is something that should be celebrated. Money will come and go. It's hard at the moment for everyone, but I think you've just got to keep trying and keep going until finally things will get better. And then what goes hand in hand with financial stress and depression and postnatal depression? Of course, the relationship strain. And when you've stretched that thin, relationships take a hit. Arguments, distance, silence, it feels heavier than words. Sometimes the people we love the most just don't know how to help us, or we don't know how to let them in. And that is a massive strain on any relationship, no matter how strong it was going into these new stressful situations. And trust me, I've been there. Whilst I was in the midst of postnatal depression, I was right in the guts of it, struggling with everyone and anything around me. And of course, like everyone, my relationship took a massive hit. It was a massive relationship breakdown. It was hard on me. It was hard on him. He felt I shut him out. I didn't want him around me. I didn't know how to communicate anymore. I didn't know how to communicate what I needed from him. And of course, it went downhill. This went on for months and months until it got to a point where we honestly didn't know if we were going to get back from where we were. We went to relationship counseling, we tried communicating, we tried to keep it away from the kids so they didn't notice that anything was happening, all these things that you do to try and protect those little babies. But far out, it's hard. That takes a lot of work to get back from that low of a stump. But we did it, so if we did it, anybody can do it. So even when it feels absolutely impossible, you're still here. You got up today, you press play on this video. That's strength in itself, and that is survival. So surviving whilst barely surviving is still surviving. And every small step, reaching out, breathing through the moment, choosing to stay, matters more than you know. If you're in this place, please know you're not broken, things aren't broken, You're not weak, you're human, and even in the darkest days, there is hope and there is help. So keep going, because surviving today means that you get a chance to heal tomorrow.